said, Dante.
StreamYard. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example.
All right now. Come on, my sisters. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Now I'm in charge today. My girl Lakey is here. Dr. Gina Bell, Charlene. Okay, the question is, where is Wyoming? Where's Wyoming? And by the way, where's Linda? They took a break.
Where are they?
Hello, my sisters.
Hello.
Hello.
And if you were unaware, Y is out with her play. She's in production mode, okay? And Linda is working with her sorority. So, I'll allow them to take a break. So
I'll allow them to take a break.
I'll allow them to take a break. So that means I'm in charge. And that's the worst thing could happen here.
And you always in charge. What are you talking about?
So look, we're going to do the best that we can do without Y and Linda. And let's kick it off. Charlene, come on, tell us what you're doing right now.
Oh man. So right now what I'm doing, I am live at Cynthia and James. I'm sorry, James and Cynthia event at Marriage Built to Last, but they're doing something called a Couples Fest. This is their sixth annual Couples Fest, where they bring couples in from around the world to actually, learn how to continue to love one another and learn from other couples to see how they have made their marriages last for so long. They're playing games, they're having prizes, there's vendors here. It's
Wonderful.
fun. And the food, they even have like this private chef that I was trying to show Peggy and them. Like, he's going to be cooking pasta and salad. So I'm excited about getting off this broadcast and enjoying them.
Wonderful. Were you there last night, Charlene?
Huh?
Were you there last night?
Yes, I'll be here all weekend. It started Friday night with games, and shout out to all the Sisters for Sisters Network who represented.
Wonderful.
It was game night for the couples. And then today it's just speakers, a lot of speakers talking about marriage, healthy marriages, the ups and downs of marriages. And then Sunday they're going to have a brunch, and actually they're launching a book that deals with married couples. And these married couples are going to be talking about how to make your marriage great. So that's Sunday, a brunch right here at Grace Center in the Wardolph area. So I don't know if you know where that is, but yeah, it's a Grace Center.
I've never heard
Grace
of it.
Event Center. It's a new event center out here in Wardolph. So yeah, very good. So that's what I've been doing. And I just came back from TDJ. So I've been,
Oh, you
jet
are
setting. So
fired
your
up.
girl
Come
is
on.
back on the plane again. Little scary cat here of COVID. I rebuked it in the name of Jesus, and I went to my last Woman Thou Loose conference in 1996. I was just a baby, and I'm just a young baby now. Just kidding. And I went to go see TD Jakes, Juanita Bynum, Cheryl Brady, all of them. 1996. That's over 30. That may be 30, 20 years ago. And I remember it being in Atlanta, Georgia, and me being so excited to go with a bunch of my, college friends and, people. And we rode down there from North Carolina to Georgia, packed. The place was packed. And that's what's happening right now in Atlanta, Georgia. It is their finale. They are lighting the skies up. TDJ said goodbye forever, because he said this is what God's called him to do. And that is
Wonderful.
for him to, no longer be with the Woman Doll Lose program. So yeah, that's it. So that's what I've been doing. I'm back home now in Maryland with my
Well,
Cynthia
welcome
friend.
back. Welcome back. Okay, Dr. Gina Bell, come on, talk to us. Tell us what you've been up to.
Oh my goodness, it seems like it's been forever since I've been here. But you know what? So much has been going on since the last time we were together. So since then, I've started a whole new company, the Onward Way. So we are now,
I noticed. I've been checking
a new
you out.
business partner, and we are rocking it with really helping companies to build a pipeline for women leaders, given everything that we've been through the pandemic, and so many women wanting to leave the workplace. Ladies, we cannot leave the workplace. We are needed. So we're doing our part to help that effort. And then also I'm preparing for my retreat coming up next in November. And it's really, as we've gotten through this pandemic, so many people have lost or feel they've lost, whether it's been a loved one.
Yeah.
So we're working on that. That's coming up in November. And I'm heading to California midweek to be with my daughter. So,
bless you,
got a lot of stuff going on. So it's great. It's so good to see everybody. So
good to see you.
Hello.
Well, and we'll come back to you because we're celebrating our 20th anniversary, and we're having Jewel Diamond Taylor, who is our sister friend forever.
Yes,
she was with us for the first anniversary, the 5th anniversary, the 10th anniversary, the 15th. And we said, why not have her come back for the 20th?
Oh my goodness, that is awesome. She is such a beautiful spirit. I love her.
Yeah, we got to talk because you said a key word of leadership, okay? And that's all that Jewel does. So we got to connect you two so that we can do something when she comes in town.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Awesome. And look at Lakey. Look, I just love that t-shirt, girl.
Sisters.
Yes. What you been up to, Lake?
And it's 4 sisters on the front. You're speaking of the 20th anniversary. I have been so excited about it coming up. I am so looking forward to it and all the sponsorship. And Charlene mentioned our sister, Cynthia Green, and her marriage counseling retreat conference going on. I didn't make it to the altar, so I'm not a married person. So I volunteered for the group for Cynthia and her husband, James, one year. And you're talking about a phenomenal conference.
Yes.
I encourage everyone. You didn't make it last night? Go this weekend. I was busy getting volunteers for her, so there's always a way to participate. If you can't participate as a registered participant, then volunteer. There's always an opportunity. Same thing when you become a member of 4Sisters Network. If you can't do everything and participate in everything, then just volunteer for one thing. That's better than nothing.
There you go.
I have been so excited about thinking about sponsorship and partners for our anniversary. And on a side note, I have an invitation to go to Paris next year, but I've been so hesitant because of the pandemic. And I have not been as brave as some of my sisters and ventured out and traveled, but I know you've been getting some great deals. So yeah, I'm looking at this opportunity to go to Paris and to come and bring back some Parisian ideas.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Bonsoir.
Did you see my sister last night, Lake?
Excuse me?
Did you see Connie at the event last night?
No, I saw her. Yeah, I did. She was there. She had just leaving when I came.
Well, I didn't go to the event. No.
Yes. So, okay, well, let's keep it moving. I hear some background music, so I assume that
that is me. That would be me picking up all their goodness down there. Yes.
Well, look, this is what we're going to do. We have to talk about what's going on around town, okay? So let's look at what's happening. I know our first event is going to be next Saturday, October the 1st. Dante, can you pull up the flyer for us, please? There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what's happening right now.
Right.
This is the sixth annual Couple Fest, which Lakey and also Charlene has been engaged on the past couple of days. This is happening right now, the sixth annual Couple Fest 2022. And it's began on the 23rd, 24th, 25th. So you got an opportunity to check it out. Good job, Cynthia. Good job. Now, this is what it's going to be really super nice. This is a young lady who actually is a sponsor and a supporter of Sisters for Sisters Network. They're actually putting together a domestic violence benefit, and they're having the vets, women who drive the vets, they're going to show up in their vehicles, and we're going to have the pleasure to select the best vehicle on the lot. And then that particular owner will receive a trophy. So it's going to be really nice. We're going to broadcast the show from there as well, 4Sisters Live. And there are going to be other vendors. So I suggest come on out. It's going to be next Saturday, October 1st. Can you believe October 1st is here already? It is here. So come on and show up. It's down on Indian Head Highway, Fort Washington, 20744. But it's going to be at Jack Weingartner Chevrolet. Good job. Next. This one here belongs to Kathy Muhammad. Kathy asked us to post this one. It's a Me Time Spa Day, which is October the 9th. The day after, I think everybody would probably need a spa day after what we're going to do on the 1st, okay? The time of this event is from 3 to 7 p.m. Check it out. Come on and support Kathy. I think Kathy and a group of young ladies are putting this on. Awesome job. Kathy's number is 301-455-7478. And this is truly our baby. This is the Infinite Scholars Scholarship Fair. If you have any young people that are ready to go off to college, they actually, and this was last year, and Lakey can contest to that, Charlene can contest to that, they gave out $15 million on the spot to our young people here in Princeton, Virginia,
Absolutely.
in the DMV. Amazing. So if you know any young people that are ready to go off to college, have them show up, take a look at this flyer, and have them bring their game, their A game on, because this is no joke. This is crazy. I'm ready to go back to college, okay?
I know. With all that money,
With
I'm
all
ready
this
too.
money, beautiful. Good
Yes.
job. And I think we have one more event that's coming up. Okay, here we go. This is one of our sisters, Lori Sowles. She does a mind merging summit every year. And it's going to be Saturday, October the 15th from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And it's going to be at the Crown Plaza at College Park in Greenbelt, Maryland. Okay, beautiful. I'll
Darlene,
pass
we can't hear.
Charlene.
You can't see what?
We
We
can't
can't
hear. Is that
hear.
you?
Okay.
Okay, great. And that's it. And Lakey, I'm going to pass it on over to you for birthdays.
Oh, okay. Wonderful, Peg. So I'm looking at the lineup, and here we are. For the month of September, we have in alphabetical order, we want to do a shout out to Connie Bell. Hey, everybody, that's the baby sister of our president, Peggy Morris. And then we have Angela James, and that's the Baltimore sister friend of Peggy Morris, our
Yes.
president. And Leslie Hamilton, happy September birthday, voiceover entrepreneur. And Tasha Pollard. All of these sisters are members of Sisters for Sister Network. We want to wish you a wonderful, exciting September birthday month. Happy birthday from all of your sisters.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Well, we're going to keep this game moving. I'm going to pass it on over to you, Gina.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, ladies, sisters, what time is it? It's the fall season. So, everybody generally thinks about the fall as something ending because the sun is, we're going into shorter days. But I want you to think about it. Every season is a reason for a new beginning. every season. So this time we're going into the fall. So this is the time for you to step it up. It's no more time left to think about what didn't happen, what could have, should have, but it's a new beginning. And so it's up to you. It's up to you to make it happen. And so as you begin to think about it, just think it's a new beginning, a new start, for you to be you, to step into everything that God has created for you and God has meant for you. So don't think about the past. Don't think about what may have been holding you back. Just think about now, how you're going to go forward. And let's rock the rest of the year, because God woke you up today and it's a new beginning. So let's get ready. The weather's changing. Things are just falling from the trees, but it's a time for preparation, protection, and time for you to be you, who God has created you to be. So let's get ready for this beautiful fall season. I'm excited. It's beautiful. The leaves are changing. And so it's a time for all of us to just rejoice in who God has created us.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh, gorgeous chick. All right. I'll pass it on to you. Back to you, Gina. All yours.
Okay, so look, so ladies, get ready. Sisters, get ready. Pull your pen and paper out, because we have a guest for you today who is the world's expert. So let me just tell you a little bit about our special guest, Miss Linda Clemons. She is the CEO of Sisterpreneur Incorporated. She is the #1 global expert speaker in sales and nonverbal communication. So if you just thought your words were important, you got to listen to Linda. She's going to tell you differently. Okay, so Linda is recognized as the foremost subject matter expert, get this, in body language. Body language. She hails from the Hoosier state of Indianapolis, Indiana. She's the CEO, as I said, of Sisterpreneur, and she has been noted as one of the top selling sales producers in the industry of resorts and timeshare. So if you want to get your sales game on for the rest of the year, you got to pay attention. So some of her clients have generated over, get this, $2 billion. Did y'all hear me? $2 billion in sales. Her roster of clients include the who's who in the industry. Ladies, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, media mogul Oprah Winfrey, and even President Barack Obama. Come on, ladies, she's a heavy hitter. We got it going on today. Her commitment to community and local philanthropy has been recognized by local and national leaders. She's today's special guest inside our Sister Spotlight. So come on, everybody, just go ahead, type it in the chat, and let's welcome the CEO of Sisterpreneur, Miss Linda Clemons.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Oh my goodness!
Hey, Linda Clemons. Hello, my sister. How are you?
That introduction was so good. Sylvia, I may have to take you on the road with me, girl. That was good. So hello, Queens. How are you? And hello to the audience. Again, thank you so much for extending the invitation. And you know, Peggy, we've been working on this for a while. But
Yes.
we're here. Sometimes, come on, everybody out there, sometimes it's greater when it's later. Ooh,
Oh, I love that. It's greater when it's later.
So again,
Linda, we've been trying the longest time to get you.
You all got to get cute for your group. All right.
You're looking good. Your hair is
You're looking good, girl.
Hey, shout out to Terry out there watching. All kinds of good folks. Yes.
So good to see you, Linda. Thank you. You know, when I think of you, I always think about the first time we met. And we met at the Powell Networking Conference with Dr. Frazier. And we've been loving up on you ever since, my sister. You know that.
Thank you. It's like, Peggy, you're a long-term supporter of the Power Networking Conference. I've been there since the very beginning. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful to see how we grow and the different areas that we go in our lives. So it's wonderful that we kept this up. And you've been to Indianapolis to
Yes.
my couple of my events and had a
Yeah.
great time. So again, thank you. Thank you again for having me.
And guess what? I still have my bags too. Okay. I don't give up none of my bags to no one. Okay.
Well, you've got to tell the audience, we at my events, we just don't give the regular conference bags. And I say the regular conference bags. We all know they're traditional bags when you attend conferences, be it large or small. We give bags, we give
Real
bags
bag.
where sisters can carry as purses. They're literally purses. That's what they are. And we feel that when we feel your mind, you'll feel that bag. Mm.
That's a word for
Go
somebody
ahead,
today.
Nick.
I'm going to shout at my own sermon, y'all. I'm gonna shout at my own thing.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Again, thank you again so much. And let me just, if you don't mind, if I could start beginning to share with the audience my area of expertise in
Yes,
sales,
please.
nonverbal communication. My company, Sisterpreneur, is the company that's designed to help and empower women entrepreneurs build their businesses to 7, 8-figure businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses, so that they can give back to their community, because you start home first, to the nation and to the world. So we equip you, we empower you. We're just like if you haven't seen The Woman King yet, we're like that army of women that are building women, such as you're doing, giving great information. Now, in addition to running my company, my personal area of expertise. So when people invite me in, and I say people, meaning corporations or conferences where they may want me to be the keynote speaker, is in 2 specific areas. And I'm saying this to the sisters out there and a few good brothers that sneak in the room and you're listening. You want to make sure you identify your lane. Okay. Make sure you identify your lane. So my 2 areas, sales and nonverbal communication. So easy word for that, body language or behavioral science. That's what I do. Now, what the latter part, because the sales is pretty easy when you hear that word, teaching you the art of persuasion, negotiation, collaboration. So it could be a win-win for you and your clients. So mastery in that area. But think about this. When you heard the wonderful introduction that my sister did, you heard that introduction, you said, whoa, she's like slaying in that lane. And one of the things that have helped me, which I believe is having the expertise in behavioral science, nonverbal communication. So check this out, ladies. Can you imagine knowing what a person is thinking before they even say a word? Can you imagine that? So if you're in the sales process or if you're in a relationship, and by the way, I got to tell you a little story. I'm going to digress. I'm going to get off this bus just for a minute and tell you a little story here. One of the things that I get invited all the time, excuse me for that. One of the things that I get invited all the time, in addition to having the FBI as part of my clients and my audience, if you will, customs department, lawyers, CEOs, all of that good stuff. The biggest request, ladies, that I get is from my girlfriends and my guy friends when they invite me out to dinner or to lunch. And they invite me out, which I know what their motive is as their human lie detector, because they're thinking, now here's the deal. They'll call me up, a call go like this. Hey, girl, what you doing? You were on my spirit. You were on my mind. The first thing I'm saying, who is he? Who is he? Because I was on your spirit last month and the month before. And every time I'm on your mind, there's someone new. You know the drill. You know my favorite place. You know I love shoo shoo poo poo dining, honey. I love fine dining because I put the best fuel in this machine. Come on. Okay. Okay. Did I say something, sisters? Did I just drop a little nugget there?
Yes,
Listen
you
what I
did.
just said. So if you're driving an expensive car, a luxury car, or anything of that matter, and you take care of that body, of that car, that body better than you, baby, we got an issue. So good fuel go in this body. All right. Come on now. So here's the thing I want you to remember. that when they invite me out, they're asking me, of course, I just want to see what you think. You already know it. See, ladies, it's part of your limbic system. It's part of the brain called the amygdala. It's that thing that when you meet or encounter with someone and you begin to have a dialogue, that first 4 to 8 seconds when you're deemed to make a good first impression, that's what it takes, anywhere from 4 to 8 seconds. Studies have shown, I'll give it 7. I'm going to give you an extra second to make that good first impression. But the remaining 15, 20, or 30 minutes, their brain is trying to validate if you're the real thing. So here's what they're thinking. Are you friend or foe? Wow. Are you friend or foe? That's what we do. It's primitive. So can you imagine that if you are in a sales process, come on now, and you have not built up the proper rapport or have added value to the presentation, you may notice a locked up body. Locked mind, locked body, with the arms folded, and they're not in the process. But yet you just going on and pitching your little thing and pitching your little product and not noticing that the body is there, but the mind left the room with Elvis, okay? But you're missing those cues. So going back to the restaurant. So here's the deal. I'm going to tell you this, so funny. So my girlfriend, I said, girl, you know the deal, honey. I love food, just shoot, boo, boo. You know the deal. So I made reservations at my favorite restaurant, sitting by my favorite, my window, because the maitre d' knows me, right? And my friend, she walks in with her date, her gentleman friend. And she looks at me, girls, you know how we do. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you were going to be here. Hand. She knew. She said, why don't you come? What, you might want to eat alone? Why don't you join us? And I did. The poor guy's looking like, wait a minute, I thought this was a date with me and you. Am I going to pay for her meal too? So I'm sitting there and I began to ask him a few questions. Now watch this. I'm going to give you a quick lesson here. So everybody right now out there watching, let's talk about the eyes. Now, I could talk about a whole bunch of other things, but we're going to talk about the eyes. And I want you to write this word down, because I know when you listen to this show and you watch this show every week, you have good information. So you've got to take copious notes. So the word is eyebrow flash. Eyebrow flash. And I'm going to demonstrate. So this is what the eyebrow flash looks like. So when do you do that? You do it when you're surprised, you're interested, you're intrigued, you're curious, you're very curious. So imagine going into a networking room, say Peggy and her entire team invited you to a big networking event, and you're thinking, I don't want to go alone, I don't know anybody. As soon as you walk in the room, because you're looking around, and this is what you're doing. Look at this. When you look in the room, while we're doing this, why do the eyes go like this? Because now we are lasering in, and what we're doing and what we call a nonverbal, you are scanning the room. You're scanning the room. You're looking around, you're scanning the room to see if you know anyone. And the moment that you see a friendly face or someone that you know, what do your eyebrows do? There's Candy, there's Linda, there's Dr. G, there's, your eyebrows go up. So that's the eyebrow flash. So stay with me. So this is what I did to him. So eyebrow flash. So how long have you and my friend been dating? How long have you been dating my girl? He said about 2 to 3 months. Oh, okay, good. Now watch me. Eyebrows went up. I got the answer. Okay, good. See, when the eyebrows went down, back to neutral, the base. When the eyebrows went down, that means, oh, okay, I'm good with that. I'm in rapport with it. Oh, okay, I got the data. Now watch this. The vocal tone went up when the eyebrows went up. So how long have you and my friend been dating? Oh, 2 to 3 months. Okay, great. Then the eyebrows go down, and watch me. Listen up, ladies. So, okay, great. Have you ever been married before? Girl, crickets. Crickets. You can hear a pin drop. Then he said, well, sort of, kind of. Sort of, kind of? On a yes or no answer? And of course, my girlfriend, she knew code alert. She knew, because I teach all my friends the codes, So she said, where's the ladies' room? I said, girl, it's upstairs around the corner. I said, but look at these appetizers. Ooh, look at these stuffed mushrooms. Honey, I'm ready to eat. Because see, I knew when she was taking me to lunch, I knew I was going to fast for 2 days, because I was going to eat her out of house and home, honey. I was going to just do everything on the menu. And everything, ladies, everything. So she goes into the ladies' room. She said, girl, come on. Go to the ladies' room. And you know, ladies, we always look at each other and says, where's the ladies' room? And if there's any guys out there watching, please don't take this back to the man cave because you can't handle us anyway. So you could try, you could take back a little secret, you could do all that. But fellas, you can't say to Joe, yo, Joe, when's the men's room? Come go with me. No. So you can't do that. So you can take it back to the man cave if you want. That's right, Prince. Shake your head, baby. They can't do it. You can take it back to the man cave if you want. And try to break it down to the brothers. They won't get it.
They won't get it.
You won't get it. And so she said to me, and ladies, listen up. So I know you were asking all those questions, and I know you saw some signs. Tell me the signs that you say. I said, well, you know, the pause when I asked when he was married. Then I thought I saw when he started thigh cleansing. He was getting a little nervous. Chemicals were being released from the palms, and he started stroking his thighs. And she said, what do you think? I said, look, girl, y'all ain't been together but 2 or 3 months. It ain't that you're walking down the aisle. It's not about that. So just enjoy life, enjoy the time that you have together, and see where it goes. Now, there was a couple things that I may notice, but don't worry about it. Just be observant. As a matter of fact, watch it over the next 24 to 48 hours. Don't say a word. Now, sometimes I should have did the pinky promise. I should have done that. You all remember that growing up? Pinky promise. Don't say anything. So I said to you, okay, just tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. I said one thing only, but do not say anything, Peggy. Do not say anything, team. Do not say anything, Charlene. Do not say anything at all. There may be a sign that he made signs of infidelity.
Ah.
But girl, you ain't going down the aisle. Let's go back and get them stuffed mushrooms. They look good.
Girl.
Lady, she goes back to the table and she locks and loads. So when I say the word lock and load, arms folded up. Who sits at a dinner table like that? Who sits at a lunch table like that?
Yes.
The only person that's sitting like that is the person that didn't want to go to the particular restaurant and they mad because everyone else voted them out. Ah! So she locks and load, whether it tells the body, I'm not coming out, bro, you're not coming in. Then she gets on the phone, acts like she's talking to somebody. Yeah, right. And then she leaves the restaurant. Moral of this story, I'm sitting there looking at him. He's looking at me. The moral of the story, don't tell your girlfriends a doggone thing if they're taking you out to dinner to after dessert, because I'm sitting there and I didn't get my meal. So the moral of that story, don't tell your sisters nothing until you eaten your meal. Then give them everything and let them go home and chew on that. So ladies, listen, everything that you want to know and everything that is revealed is often revealed in our nonverbal. Our words are 7%. According to the study by Dr. Maharabian, well over 50 years ago, it is also being contested because words can mean more or they can mean less. If we speak a foreign language, like if I'm speaking hablo español and you don't speak Spanish, then now the words are gone, right? The words are gone. See, if I say thank you to you, arigato, you would say, what you mean she got me? No, arigato, I'm telling you thank you in Japanese. So if the language barrier is there, then look what we miss, right? But according to a study, 7% words. So the question, are the words that are coming out of your mouth, are they powerful or powerless? Poison or potent, passionate or passive? The words, you know, once they're out of your mouth, you can't retrieve them. Sisters out there listening, a few good brothers, how many times have you said something that you were wrong about? And you were wrong. And you said something to that loved one, to that friend, a co-worker, team member, and you were wrong. Could it have been an accusation? Could it be something that you might have said with unkind words? And then you were wrong and you saw the look in their face. You saw the look, the pain and the hurt. You cannot take those words back. That's why we have to be careful of the words that we choose. 7%. One of the most feared words in the world, of course, is death. And the other feared word is cancer. One of the things every woman that's going through with breast cancer wakes up every morning and quite often says to herself, I wonder if it's coming back. Words are powerful. What we say to each other and what we say to ourselves, the self-talk. You can bring in the best gurus in the world, team. You can bring in the best in the world. But the voice that you hear and trust the most is your voice. So your self-talk is critical. 7% words. 30% of our communication is our tonality. Come on, there's a saying that goes, it's not what you say, but everybody out there, you're thinking it's how you say it. Remix. I've been hanging with some millennials. Remix. It's not what you say or how you say it. It's what they hear. It's what they hear. If I said to you, if I were you, I really wouldn't do that. I know you didn't talk to me like that. And even your mother would say to you, girl, I don't like that tone you're using. If I said the same words and go like this, if I were you, I really wouldn't do that. Same words, different tone.
Yes.
And think about how important tonality is in the sales process, in the negotiation process. For my master clients, I do a workshop, sales hypnotherapy. There's certain words and the tone in which you use those words that massages, then stimulates different parts of the brain. 7% words, 38% tonality, and 55%, according to the study done out of UCLA, is our body language. It's nonverbal. So the bottom line is, add the 55 and 38. That's 93%. And one of my favorite quotes is by Emerson. Please make note of this. Write this down. I'll say it twice if you're nice. And the quote goes like this: I cannot hear what you are saying because who you are being is getting in the way.
Oh.
I cannot hear what you're saying, boo, because the way you acting is getting in the way. How many times we remember younger growing up that our parents wanted to take us somewhere, say the family reunion, and then we know that grandma or Uncle George or Uncle Leo or somebody would always come here, baby, let me pinch those cheeks. And we hated it. And then when we hear about we're going to go over there for Thanksgiving dinner, go here for that, and you as a child, you didn't want to go, look at your audience. And do you want to go? We're going to see your uncle. Going to see it. You don't want to go. And then your mama would say, act like you want to go. Act like you want to go. If you're going to do this, you better act like it. So
say it again, Linda.
I cannot hear what you are saying because who you are being is getting in the way. Now, Clementize quote a little bit, but baby,
say it again, Linda.
See, so if your actions do not match your words, then you're sending a disconnect. And baby, you don't have to say anything. Your action speaks louder than words. I'm going to give you a good example. Had a wonderful introduction by the sister. She wore it out. Gave me a wonderful introduction. I got to live up to that. But what if I got on the screen and did like this? Okay, thank you so much for the introduction. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much. Now take the sound off. Watch this. I'm going to do my own mute. Watch this. See, without saying a word, my action, but she don't act like she's having fun. She doesn't act like she wants to be a part of this. So it doesn't matter. And here's the Linda Clemons one. Here's a Clementine. I'm about to give you a Clement. I'm about to Clementize you. Are y'all ready? Are the audience ready to be Clementized? Bam! I just Clementized you. Here's a Clementize, right? You know, check this out. My granny used to say, you can't talk right and walk left.
That's the truth.
Ooh, girl, you got to say that again.
You can't talk right and walk left. So ladies, it's so important. So your words, your tone, your nonverbal, it is very, very critical in communicating. If all three don't agree. What are the three again, Linda? My words, my tone, and my nonverbal. If they all don't sing the same tone, then there's a disconnect in the message between you and me, not just in sales, in relationships. I used to do, and everyone's pushing me to bring it back again. And I'm going to look at the time, and I've got a wonderful dating course that was just released in Europe. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited with the Mind Valley family. So body language for dating. Ooh, it is saucy too. But here's the thing. I used to teach a workshop for high-powered executives, male and female. Let me tell you the reason why. Because most people are individuals who are that driven in their career. Quite often, they're married to their career. Does that make sense? Where you're married to your goal. And entrepreneurs are the same way. They say, look, I ain't got time for no drama. I'm going to focus on my business till I grow it at a certain level because I don't need no emotional distraction. So what happens when they reach that pinnacle, if you will, they're thinking, I want someone to share with. Like that movie, was it Billy D. Williams in Mahogany? What success if no one is to share it with? They want someone to share with, but at the same time, they haven't been out dating or connecting. So I used to do a workshop, ladies, titled Chocolate After Midnight. And it's 21 nonverbal moves that you can do to have the person of your desire totally into you. Babe, wow. But that's not what we're here for today, right? That ain't what we're here for. So I'm going to tell you again. So it's so important. So in the short time that I have, and if we have any questions from the audience, if they want to put it in the chat, for those of you that are out there listening in the virtual world, the protocol of the host, whatever you want to do. But I just want to share that with you. So that's one of the reasons I believe that I was a top record-setting producer at every company that I worked for. Wow. It is not just mastering the sales process, because there's a process that you do from getting them at hello to bringing them into the fold and then doing the close. That's a Linda Clemons, right? I just Clementized you right there. I just Clementized you. So when you do that, you've got to get them at hello. If the person does not like or trust you, they're not going to listen to you, because they're in their fear mode and they're discerning you. So it's very critical to get them at hello, bring them in the fold, meaning that you could be able to listen to what they've got going on, make expert recommendations and suggestions, partnership with them in the process, and then bring home for the close. And there are things that take place in your sales process that you need to master. But even more importantly, you need to know the psychology of the way people buy. If you don't know the psychology behind that, then if your buying process or your selling process does not match the way they sell, there is no deal. So to give you a good example, you got to say hello. And many people take it for granted. When I'll say to you, what's the first step in your sales process? Linda, duh. You've got to greet them and say hello. Well, you'll be surprised. Some people just jump right on into the sales process, and the customer's going like, whoa, 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 you don't know me like that. And because you didn't build the rapport. So I don't assume anything. I simply ask, what is the first step in your sales process? Do you connect with them? Do you build the rapport? Because they're in the part of the brain that they know that you want their money and they don't want to give it up. They're not ready yet until you build the value. So if you miss any step in your process that does not match with the way they buy, there is no sale. So here it goes like this. Hi, my name is Linda Clemons. How are you? Thank you so much for coming out. I'm going to show you a lot of things, but the first thing I want to ask, do you have a MasterCard, Visa, or American Express? I'll even take your firstborn child. Whoa! Where would that come in at? You brought that up in the beginning? You brought that up in the beginning. I don't even know what you're selling. I don't know what you've got. Now, guess what you just did? You put me back in that part of the brain, my reptilian part of the brain. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I can't connect with that person. And you'll see people's hands go like, hold on, wait a minute. As opposed to, you know what? That's a good idea to consider, as opposed to being open. They're closing the door. These are the shutters. Boom. I just see the shutters open. I just close them on you. Bam.
Yes. Yes.
So it is very important. And so I saw somewhere in the chat, someone asked me, I've got an online training. I will be having some live things, probably maybe the beginning of the year. I'm on a tour right now with a very, very large Fortune 100 company. So I'm on a large 12 city tour doing that right now. So I'm really excited about that. However, but I'll be doing some good, juicy things in the beginning of the year. And however, there's a little course online that you can get on. And that's at Linda Clemons U. So think of Linda Clemons University, just abbreviated, lindaclemonsu.com. Go in there, peek in there, and see what you see. So, but I hope the nuggets that I've shared, we need to make different classes. Yes. Yeah. Now Peggy knows we have been trying.
For the longest. Linda, let me tell you something, girl. You are way overdue. Way overdue. We got to do something about this. And let me say this, as you were speaking, something came to mind. My puppy is making it known. But nevertheless, would you agree that a lot of times people can predict whether or not they get the deal or not because of body language?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So make a note out there for those that are listening. Feet don't lie. So let's say you're sitting down with a couple, you're sitting down with maybe an individual, and they come in and they're sitting in front of you face to face, right? And you're about to do the presentation and you begin to talk. And you ever have someone turn their body like this, that angle, and kind of look at the chair? So she didn't look at her. You've seen that? Listen, feet don't lie. Guess why they're doing that? They want to get up and get up out of there because the feet are pointing towards the door. So the feet don't lie because they're pointing in the direction that they want to go.
I love it. I love it. You are just amazing.
I do have a question. I do, Linda. So I'm getting bolder now, and I know that God is calling me back into the real estate and development field. So what you just said was about body language, and you also talked about the sales techniques that we're using. People do feel you, and I realized that in my background that relationships were very, very important. I want to know when you're going to do your next class in sales in person, because I am not the online girl. I want to see your pretty face. But I also want you to give one of the boldest tips for those who say, I'm about to jump into the sales again. And just in case someone missed it, they might have just come on to hear the wonderful Linda Clemons, the nonverbal communication coach. Will you give us a tip for that again?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's the thing that I want to mention. And Peggy, you know Emmerich Peace. So with Keller Williams, so I've been to your neck of the woods several times doing a big training for his realtor/realtist.
Right.
And I have clients who are superstars in real estate because I do back in the day when I was doing one-on-one coaching. So everyone write this down. I want you to remember this. Everyone out there listening. The word selling, the word sell, S-E-L-L, comes from the Scandinavian root word meaning to serve. That's what sell means. It means to serve. And then if you want to enhance it, put on there to serve with love. I'm not talking about Sidney Poitier's movie, To Serve with Love. I'm talking about to serve with love. So when you look at selling as serving, people, let me tell you something. If I was the customer, and you're trying to sell me something, when I say you, that's everybody out there, your eyeballs are on this screen. Listen to what I'm saying. If I am the potential customer, your prospect, and you're trying to sell me something, I need you to get to the back of the line. I don't want you in front of the line. But if you are trying to solve my problem, eliminate a pain, and serve me, there is a permanent spot for you in the
I love it. I love it.
So when you understand it's served, and one of the things I used to tell some of my high-driven clients who type A's and D's and all of that, I tell that part of the homework when I'm going over them with their process, if their body language is not working for me, it has to work for me. No wine is done before it's time. When you come to my trainings and my sessions, oh no, boo. I tell you, don't get no cheap ticket that you can't change. Don't get no cheap airline ticket that you can't change. Because see, you're not gonna go out of here any kind of way and then put my name to your little lips. Where'd you get your little training from? Linda Clemons. No. My name, Linda Clemons, is a registered trademark under the U.S. Department of Trademark and Copyright. That means my name means, just like in the biblical thing, my name means something. So
go ahead, girl.
So if I put my name on you, I want someone to walk up to you and says, oh, you must have been in Linda Clemons' presence.
That's right.
You must have been trained by Linda Clemons. Because, baby, you are slaying. Watch this. Here's your word. Here's the word for the week. I want you to slay in your lane.
Woo!
You don't have to stay in your lane, baby. I just want you to slay in your lane. Venus slayed in her lane. Yes. Kobe slayed in his lane.
Yes.
Okay. Oprah slayed in their lane. Oh, there are many talk show hosts. There are many basketball players. LeBron slayed in his lane. Simone Biles slayed in their lane. I want you to slay in your lane. Don't worry about what such and such is doing over there, because what God has for you is for you.
It's for you.
And God's going to say, now I gave that to you. You so worried about what your neighbor doing. So maybe I'll take what you got, I'm giving to you, and give to someone else. So my sister, what's so important, Charlene, what is so important is when they see you serve, and I take those to eat because I've got some that are proud, full of proud. Ego is easing greatness out. Now, when I'm in the church realm and speaking to my fellow Christians, it's easing God out.
Yes.
All right. So when I have those folks that I got to do an extraction, come on, do an exorcist of the ego, if you will. So what I have them do, before they complete the training, if I see that, they have to go and volunteer.
Yes.
They have
There
to
you
go
go.
and serve.
That's good.
I'm trying to get that posture right. I'm trying to get that ego air out of the way when you can serve the least of them and then be able to, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Linda, come on and preach. I know y'all hear her out there. That is so. Linda, they ain't ready. They ain't ready. You know what? Half of the sales process, and I'm not gonna get percentages. It's their ego that's in the way. And you saying those humbling words where I'm a believer and I'm a kingdom agenda person. So you bringing that not only to the world, but of the word of God is letting us know, hey, no, your ego need to be shot down, but let's come in love. Whoa. I hope y'all got that, Linda. I mean, come on. You got a question, Lakey? Wow, Linda.
Hey, Lakey, how are you? Turn your mic on, beautiful. Turn your mic on, Queen.
There you go.
Could you hear me?
Yeah, we couldn't hear you at first.
Oh, okay. I said, loving you much, Linda. Loving you much.
Thank you, sis. And are we able to get, ladies, any, for those that are listening, are they able to put anything in the chat to see?
You know what they put in the chat, Linda? They said, bring Linda here.
Linda here. Here. Linda here. Linda, we'll find you in. So come on in. Where you want to stay? One day. We'll take you for 4 hours so you can fly back out. Listen, let's go. Okay?
And Linda, we got to do this before next year.
It'll be fun. Hey, this is what I want everyone to do. Do me a favor. Show love, show love, show love. Activate. We're going to activate the sales process. Go to Linda Clemons ebooks.com and get my ebook. And it talks about dealing with body language as we are still going through. Now, understand, don't lose it now. We are not through with COVID.
That's right. That's right.
See, be careful. Now, this is another sales tip I'm about to drop for you. Be careful of going with the crowd if you ain't sure what direction they're going.
Oh, woo! Say that again, girl. Say that again, sister.
You gonna make me drop the mic.
Linda, stop it, girl. Stop it.
Why did y'all get me on a Saturday? Why did you throw me through this? What did I behave myself? Why did y'all do this on a Saturday? Have me acting up? Go ahead. Come on. Love it.
All right.
Girl, you are on fire, sister. You are on fire.
I'm sorry. Lucky, did you ask your question? I'm sorry. Did you?
No, go right ahead.
No, go on. No, you're for it. Okay, I think most of the questions online were already answered. How can we get your online list? Guys, go to lindaclemonsu.com, and then she has lindaclemonsbooks.com. So you are not without her.
Let's go to Linda Clemons ebooks. Let me tell you how small it is. Watch this. So let me tell you how you're going to be blessed. It's body language, of course. I'm talking about that, and it gives you a little story, a little background about how I've got into all of this. But listen to me. When you sow, if you can't invest, you cannot expect your clients to do what you don't believe in doing. Okay,
stop it, girl. Stop it, Linda.
Ladies, am I?
Yeah, say it. Tell them again. How you gonna want somebody to invest $9.99 on you and you want to invest $9.99? Go on. I'm just saying. Let's stop playing.
And see, ladies, understand
it's
this.
The word, Linda.
And to your live audience, you can't grow crops if you don't plant seeds. So when how do you do this? You can't do it, boo. It's not biblical. And see, let me tell you what let me just tell you what the ebook is so y'all won't freak out, baby. The little ebook is only $4.99. It's only $4.99. So understand, let me explain something to you. I just had a corporation, a company where I'm speaking in December in New York, purchase 1,500 ebooks for all the attendees of the event sold out. So listen to what I'm telling you. I'm trying to give you a piece of what they get.
What they're getting.
Girl. Sister,
Linda,
sister.
Stop it.
I'm trying to be good, y'all. I'm trying to be good.
I know you are. Hey,
don't be good. It's time out for being good. Tell the truth.
See, and Peggy, you've been on this. You've seen me in presentations. And I'm gonna tell you how serious, Charlene. I'm gonna tell you how serious, Dr. Jane. I'm gonna tell you how serious this body language thing is. Peggy knows. Peggy has seen me in presentations on stage where I bring up people from the audience.
Yes, I've seen you.
Before. Dr. Jane, you've seen it?
Yes.
Never met before.
PNC?
Come on.
Come on, you brought it down.
That's why I'm itching. That's why I'm itching. Because I asked, first thing I asked Peggy, I says, Peggy, I love what you all are doing for Sisters Live. I've watching, been peeping you out, following you. And I said, is there any way that maybe I can get live questions from the audience? So maybe for those that are listening, those that are supporting the initiative, if they have a membership drive, if you're not a member of Sisters to Sisters, perhaps, I can't promise, I ain't getting in that. I had no meeting with the team. We may be doing something special for those that step up. I'm not saying can't promise anything. We ain't had no meeting. I can't come up with something.
But we got this.
We got it. So imagine this. The reason why I was asking about that, because I've done since the pandemic, over 200 virtual presentations from Microsoft sending their production team in to do a presentation. Google, all wonderful clients. Louis Vuitton is one of my clients. Love it. And all my friends over there love it. And what I'm saying to you is that there were a part of the Q&A that I would have members of the audience like you out there watching to come on and ask a question. And I want to see your beautiful, amazing face. And then with respect and integrity and dignity, I would ask you, I would say, Dr. Jane, Lakey, Charlene, Peggy, may I have permission to go a little deeper? And I would read your body language right on the screen and give you valuable tips and strategies to course correct.
Yes.
I'm not going to let my brother or sister go out in a mess when I'm designed to bless.
Ooh, girl. Oh,
Linda, stop it, Linda.
Come on,
stop it, girl.
Don't tell her to stop. Don't tell her to stop, Peggy. Keep going, Linda. Keep going. Come on.
You have prompted me at this very moment. You're talking about you haven't had a meeting. Well, let me say this, because I didn't go to the meeting either. But Linda, Peggy, let me ask your permission right now. Anyone who's listening to this dynamic 4Sisters Live show today, you join today with full paid membership, and I will buy you the fantastic Linda Clemons ebook. That's your gift today.
Go ahead,
Contact Peggy. You got the contact information. You can't lose. You can't lose either way you turn because of this dynamic sister here, and then you're going to come on board with a whole organization of other dynamic sisters. Join today. Don't lose your opportunity.
There you go, Lakey.
That's for my treasure, the Lakey Crosby of Sisters for Sisters Network. You heard it right there, guys. She is treating you to that book.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Lakey. Linda, what can I say about you, girl? We can do another 2, 4, maybe 6 hours just of you.
What happened to the time, ladies? What happened to the time? Is someone messing with our clock? What happened to the time?
Someone is messing with our clock, but you know what? This is probably gonna be offline. But listen, I don't know about you guys. I'm almost willing to fly to where Linda is because she don't need to fly to us. Why don't you go to the Queen? Okay, let's go to the Queen and ask her an hour or 2 hours of her time. We'll go to our own hotels and have her to come there to do that. I mean, I am so proud and happy to have another sister like Linda Clemons to be able to help us arise.
When are you going to do your next in-person workshop?
I have to have my assistant look at the calendar because I am like traveling nonstop. I fly out today. Going to Atlanta to speak at the National Sales Network. So I'm excited about that. And I'm constantly moving, and I'll be going to Europe again and then going to Canada. So God has, watch this, because of the giving and the sowing and I'm about to drop this. Okay, somebody may not make a church service. And the tithing that I do, God has given it back abundantly. He has expanded my territory. I've been Jabez, boo. I've been Jabez.
I heard that.
And then for those, and see what I love about when we could come together, we could come together and share and have someone course correct, have a sister fix your crown, and I'm dating myself myself, but I remember growing up when the old folks, the seniors, the saints of the church would say, come on, baby, your slip is hanging. Now we could say, baby, your Spanx is showing. I say Spanx because Spanx is a client. You see how I'm edifying my clients out there. Come on, come on, come on now. So that's how important that is. That means we look after each other.
Each other.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
I know you, big girl. I know you know your product or service. But let me give you a way that's tried and true, a process, a psychological process that can engage and enroll and bring the customer in, that they become raving fans for life. And let me give you some cues that you are missing in the process because you're so busy doing your little pitch. You're so busy broadcasting. See, I come from a broadcast background, 15 years in radio, Morning Drive, Radio One. So I come from that background, right? And I said, boo, you're so busy broadcasting when you should be tuning in.
Oh,
Okay.
Linda,
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Because I done broke 3 mics right now for myself. I'm just telling you.
we have just gone over 2 minutes, okay? But because of you, Linda, girl, we love you. We're going to give you some more time.
Look at Lara.
You have blessed everybody today.
What is it? Lara says she's been Jabez. You've been Jabez, Lara, and Clementized. Bam!
Clementized.
So I say, sisters out there, come on and be Clementized and contact Peggy Norris and join Sisters 4Sisters Network.
See,
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Because you want to have access. These ladies have access. See that, Terry, thank you so much about the wishing me the best of safe travels. Yeah, you want to have access. And the reason why I tell folks to go to my website and like the lindaclemons.com so that you can see the clients that I have. I do these events such as this right here because of people like Peggy and the wonderful women that are in this room with you right now because of relationships. Understand, because of relationships. And when you have relationships, here's your one last tip. When you have relationships, even in the famine, when the land has a famine in the land, you will have people where you have sold into that will pick up the phone and call you and say, what do you need? We've got X amount left in our budget for this year. We're going to give that to you for trade. So when you sow, that way you could have a huge crop and a harvest when you sow.
Oh.
Woo, girl.
Stop, Linda. Stop it right there. Don't tell them no more. No more. Because I don't think they'll be able to handle it. Okay.
Come on, play Casey's Clementized. We got one number of Clementized, baby.
I'm Clementized.
Stop it. Stop it. Look, Linda, we love you from the bottom of our hearts. We're going to take you up on that conversation. We got to talk. We got to bring you either in or we coming to see you.
Thank you, baby. And we want, and that's why it's so great when you are a member of the club, when you are a member and you join. Now I know that when I come in, I'm talking to a room of family.
There you go.
Absolutely.
We love you. We love you. We love you. So look, take a moment, provide your information, how others can get in contact with you. We already built our nest here, so we know who's going to be in the room. But for those who are not part of us, who want to know more about you, give them your information, share that information with them.
Absolutely. It's my name. So even at Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at Linda Clemons. Clemons is spelled with one M. Think of the word lemons with the C in front of it, the vitamin C. So Linda Clemons, CLEMONS.com. So hit me up on Instagram so you can connect with me through my website, also on LinkedIn. And it's so wonderful if when you do connect with me, you say, I'm one of the family members of Sisters for Sisters. Invest. I need you to sow, baby. I need you to sow because there's an advanced level that I want to teach you that would have your bank account, that will have your money being magnetized to you, that money is drawn to you so much that money starts calling you mama.
Oh, on that note,
calling you mama.
Oh, mama.
Oh my goodness, mama.
Oh my God. What is that? Money calling me mama. Yes, baby. Oh
my God. Linda,
so I want you to get connected. Lakey made you a wonderful offer. Didn't have to do that. Need to get connected. I need you to get connected. So whatever the membership is, I'm telling you, take advantage of it, what you want to do, hey, join. Hey, join. If you want to do that, then go to the website, buy the book, then show Lakey your receipt and says, I want to join. Deduct the little $4.99 off my membership. Whatever that is, I know Jesus will work it out if you let him. So I'm quite sure Lakey will. All right.
That's the one you got to be careful about. She's the one who has it under control, Linda. Trust me.
Oh my
But thank you,
goodness.
ladies, so much for having me. I don't know what happened to the time. We've been hijacked, but that's okay. It's
That's okay. God has done this for us today.
For us.
You have
Trust
blessed
me.
everybody.
Yes, indeed. Well, Linda, have a safe trip, and we'll talk to you real soon, okay?
Thank you, sis. Bye, everyone. Be
Love you, my
Bye.
sister.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness, Peggy,
Oh my
that was
goodness. I knew this was going to happen.
Show.
I knew we were going to run over, but I don't care. It was
Look,
worth every
I've been
second.
taking notes too. You hear me?
Yes. All right. Well, look, what time is it, guys?
What time is it?
It's time for you to walk in your purpose and prosperity. Thank you, Linda Clemons. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Charlene. And thank you, Lakey. See you next time.